Hey guys, so I have a huge Wet n Wild haul for you today. Some of the things are new and they are from the Fergie line. They're exclusive to Walgreens only. And then some things are just new to me that I had never tried before. Some things are products that I already had, but I got them in different colors. So let me just get started because there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, actually on a side note, I just wanted to mention that I did also pick up one thing that wasn't Wet n Wild. This is Milani Color Statement nail polish in Pink Beige. I didn't realize till I got home and started looking at my other polishes that this looks just like that Sephora Formula X polish that I didn't like the formula of, but the color is the same thing except for this formula doesn't give me any problems. Milani changed their packaging on their nail polishes, so now the top of the cap matches the polish itself, which is nice because when you're at the store, a lot of times the display is really low, and if you don't want to bend down and get down on eye level with it, you can still see what color the polish is just by looking at the tops of the bottles. Not to mention the fact that when you store your nail polish, some people, I don't, but some people store their polishes in like cabinets with drawers, and when they pull out the drawers, they can't really see the colors because all they can see is the tops of the bottles. So this works out great for people who store their polishes in a drawer. So I just wanted to mention that because I do really like this, and I didn't have any problems with it applying. Their polishes are a little on the thick side, but not so thick that you can't work with it. Thick enough that you get good coverage, but I do have 2 coats of that on with a base coat and a top coat. Alright, let's get to the Wet n Wild stuff. So they've released a bunch of new products lately. Some I've already shown you in previous videos, and I picked up some more of the new stuff. Let's start with the blushes. So again, anything that I show you that is Fergie is exclusive to Walgreens, so that's the only place that you will find it. So they released 3 new Fergie blushes, and I've tried all 3 now, and let's see, let me start with the first one I tried. The first one I tried is called Brush with Danger, so that's the packaging, and this is pretty dupeable. If you have Milani Delizioso Pink, it's very similar to that. And I have a couple of City Color blushes that are also very similar. So I think this could be easily duped. So I wouldn't say this is a must-have, but it is very pretty. So that's what that looks like. Really, really pretty. If you don't already have anything like this, then I would say pick it up because these blushes are only $5, which is a real good deal. Then the one that I tried yesterday is called Brush with Destiny. And by the way, that pink one I just showed you is matte, and these next 2 have shimmer in them. So this is Brush with Destiny, and this is the peach one, and I wore this yesterday and I absolutely loved it. It is drop dead gorgeous. So let me swatch that one so you can see. So that's what that one looks like, and yeah, I really, really like this one. This one I think is my favorite out of the 3. I like all of them actually, but that one is my favorite. And then the one that I'm wearing today is called Brush with Brilliance. And if you're looking for these, by the way, you might see them on an end cap display, but you should also see them in the permanent section at Walgreens because most Walgreens have finished redoing their wall of makeup and have put all the new products that have been released by all the brands in there. And if they haven't done it yet, they should be in the process of doing it. So if you don't see it right now, you will be seeing it any day now, these new products. So this is Brush with Brilliance, and this is sort of a, I'm going to say a corally rose color. It's kind of a hybrid color. So this is what I'm wearing today, and that's what that looks like. Yeah, it's sort of a cross between coral and rose. So that is very pretty as well. So hey, for $5 a piece, I just couldn't resist. I had to get all three. So those are the three new blushes. And then they have also come out with a new concealer in the Fergie line. And it is called Come Correct Celebrity Concealer. And I have it in the shade Fair. So that's what it looks like. And it comes packaged in this box. So that's what you'll be looking for, is this box. And I love that all the drugstore brands now are coming out with these concealers in squeeze tubes, because that is, it's awesome because you get the most product that way, and it's just so easy to work with. You can just squeeze a little bit out and apply, put it on the back of your hand, or you can squeeze it onto your finger. It's just so much easier than having any kind of an applicator. And then if you want to use a brush to blend it in, you can, or you can just pat it on with your finger. Wonderful. But anyways, the formula on this is pretty thick. So if you're looking for something with a lot of coverage, then this might be a good option. It's been compared to some really high-end brands. I do a lot of research for this channel. I read a lot of blogs. I watch a lot of videos. I do as much research as I can, and this concealer is being compared to concealers by Amazing Cosmetics and IT Cosmetics. And so if you've always wanted to try those, but that was a little out of your price range, which is the case with me, you might want to pick this up instead. And let's see, how much did I pay for this? Don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see if I can find the price for you. Let's see. Okay, here it is. It's $5. So for $5, you can try a dupe for Amazing Cosmetics or IT concealers. Now, I do have it on today, and I tried using it yesterday, just the concealer, and I thought that I would do it again today with what I normally use under it, because I don't usually just use a concealer all by itself. I usually use a corrector under a concealer. And where is it? Here is it. I always use Benefit Ooh La Lift Corrector, but you know, this is just something that I do. But like I said, I tried it yesterday, and I feel like it works better for me with a corrector under it, because I have like the worst dark circles in the world. So I do have this on first, then I have the concealer on next, and then I have another product on top. And because this is a really thick concealer, you're going to have to set it with something or it's going to crease. So here's where the next product comes in that I'm going to show you that I bought from the Fergie line. This is the Wet n Wild Fergie Take on the Day Mattifying Powder. And what it is it's a white mattifying powder. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, but you can't see that once you apply it to the skin. Let me swatch it so you can see. So it's just a white powder. And I do put a little bit of that on top of the concealer to set it, because it, yeah, like I said, it's so thick that if you didn't put something on there, I think it would crease. If not right away, then as the day went on. And that powder was $5.49 for the powder, so a little bit more than the other products, but it seems to work really well with the concealer. Okay, so let's see what else. Actually, I do have one other thing that is not Wet n Wild that I just want to show you while we're doing this haul video. I bought another one of the Milani matte lipsticks. It's called Matte Blissful, and it's a really, really pretty pink. And I already had the two nude shades from the line, but how gorgeous is that? This is kind of like an orchid pink, I would say. Really pretty. So I haven't worn that yet, and you're about to see why in a minute. I went crazy buying new lip products, and I guess I should start with, what should I start with? Actually, let me start with the other Fergie products, because these are all new and exclusive to Walgreens, so I should start with those first. I showed you in a previous video that I had bought 3 of the new Velvet Matte Lip, what are they called? I want to make sure I get the name right. Velvet Matte Lip Colors. And at first I wasn't really that crazy about them. But the more I used them, the more they grew on me and the more I began to like them. And that almost never happens with me with makeup. Usually I know right away if I'm going to like something. I love it right off the bat. Matter of fact, usually I like things right away and then it starts to fall off and I don't like it as much the more I use it. This was just the opposite. The more I use these, the more I like them. Are they a must-have? No, I don't think so, but they are fun to try. And these are, I like to give the prices because a lot of people like to know that. These were $3.49 a piece, so that's not too bad. So the 3 colors that I got before were very warm neutrals. So I wanted to go in a whole different direction because spring is right around the corner. Not really, but let's pretend that it is. Because we're going to get another snowstorm tonight, but we won't talk about that. So the colors I got of this, actually, let me show you what they look like. There's what they look like. And these would be either in an end cap display with those blushes, or they're just in the permanent section, because these are also permanent items, I believe. So the first one I'm going to show you is called Pinky Candy. And these are just like lip crayons, and they do twist up. So that is Pinky Candy. And then the next one I'm going to show you is a peach, and it's called Creamsicle Kitty. Right there. And then the third one I got is a lilac, and it's called the Standout. If you've been with me for a while, I used to love, love, love these kinds of shades years ago, and then I just sort of got away from them, so I haven't worn a color like that in a long, long time, so kind of curious about that. But yeah, I think of these 3 shades as spring colors, so I guess I was wishing that spring were here when I bought those. Alright, so that's what I got from the Fergie Velvet Matte Lip Pencils. Now, the next products that I'm going to show you are not new, but they're just new to my collection. Let's see, what should I start with? Let's start with these. Everyone loves the Wet n Wild Megalast lipsticks, and there are a ton of shades. Well, I decided to just pick up a few more shades of those, and what I got was Red Velvet, which looks like that. These are the only matte lipstick that's been around for a long, long time that everybody loves that is affordable. All the others are, you know, so new to the market, but Wet n Wild was the head of the game with these. This next one is Pretty Persimmon, and it's an orange. And this next one is Smokin' Hot Pink. You'll see a theme here. These are all bright colors. So again, I think I was thinking about the warm weather. Smoking Hot Pink. And Stoplight Red. And Cherry Picking. This one is sort of a pinky red. Okay, so that's what I got for Megalast lipsticks. I already had some of these, not these shades, but I already had some of these lipsticks, and I do really like them. They come in so many great colors, and you know, a lot of them are dupes for more expensive lipsticks. So why pay more? Instead of buying one really expensive lipstick, I would rather buy a few inexpensive lipsticks, and then I can get more colors. Alright, let's see. These are really pigmented, so I'm trying to get all those swatches off my hand. There we go. Alright, now next, last but not least, I have been so into the liquid lipsticks lately, and you know, they're more difficult to apply, and there's certain things that you have to know about them, otherwise you're going to hate them. Mainly that you need to apply them very quickly, or they're going to dry before you can finish doing your lips. And once you apply it, you cannot let your lips touch each other, and you have to wait for it to completely dry. Now with some brands and some formulas, you can apply a second coat to make it look more vibrant or more opaque, but with some brands you cannot do that, or it's just going to get all messed up and goopy. This is one that you cannot put a second coat on, but they look so pretty with just one coat that you don't really need to put a second coat on. So this, what I'm talking about, is Wet n Wild Megalast Liquid Lip Color. I'm wearing Red My Mind right now. These come with a sponge tip applicator, and it's a pretty nice size and easy to work with. Some of the colors I think are going to be discontinued soon, because I found quite a few shades on clearance, but the product itself I don't think is going to be discontinued. I think what they're going to do is they're just going to introduce some new colors to this line, because liquid lipstick is a big thing right now, especially in the YouTube community. So that's what I think is going on. So you may see some on clearance, but I don't think the product is being discontinued, just certain shades. Okay, so this is Red My Mind. And by the way, before I forget to tell you, on my Instagram account, which is called The Real Mrs. The Doll, what I've been trying to do every day is post a picture of me in a lip product that maybe you haven't seen on me before, just so you can see what the shade looks like. And it will be something different than what I wore in my video that day, just so that you can see a couple different products every day, because it's fun. Okay, so real fast, because I don't think I have much room left on my memory card. I have a ton of these. Alright, you ready? I'm not going to be able to do swatches because it's going to stop pretty soon. Okay, this is Pocket Full of Roses. And they come in all different finishes, by the way. Matte, shimmer, all different, you know, glossy. They all have different finishes. You can tell by looking at the package. Rose to the Occasion. Pink Perfection. This is one of my favorites, and I think a lot of you would like this. Pink Perfection. Iris, I Was Rich, which is a play on words. Instead of I wish I was rich, Iris, I was rich. Raisin the Roof. Coral Me Bad. High Pitched Wine. Cherry on Top. Do I Make You Blush? I Can Bear It. This is the only nude I think in the line. And last but not least, Back to the Fuchsia. And this is supposedly a dupe for Lime Crime. What's the name of that? The bright pink one. I can't think of the name of it. I'll try and insert an annotation if I can. But the bright pink Lime Crime Velvetine. This is supposed to be a dupe for it. So back to the Fuchsia. Okay, now I did just remember one other thing I wanted to tell you. This new Fergie stuff, there is one new eyeshadow quad. I didn't get it because the formula on those quads is horrible, so I don't want any more of those. But there are some big 10-pan eyeshadow palettes, and I haven't been able to find those yet, but when I do find them, I might pick up one to try, but they come in 2 different types of color palettes. So, yeah, I would like to try one of those. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this haul video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.